Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yeah, so glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. Ain't no gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh boys,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Fletcher Field here in Woodland Park in Collinsville, Illinois, where today we have a little Kahok baseball action coming to you. It is a Southwestern Conference matchup as the O'Fallon Panthers are in town to take on your Collinsville Kahawks. And welcome into the pregame show, brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by none other than Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you have taken time out of your beautiful Tuesday to spend it here with us. If you can't be out here in person at the field, might as well join us for the fun and festivities of Kahok baseball. Collinsville comes into this contest dead even at 11-11. They are 2-4 in Southwestern Conference play under their third-year skipper, Brett Swip, who brings with him a record of 34-50. O'Fallon, they are 20-4 on the year. They are 6-2 in Southwestern Conference play under their fifth-year head coach, Joe Bauer, who comes in with a record of 71-23, and he has his O'Fallon Panthers perched atop the Southwestern Conference. The two teams playing today, they are pretty even as far as offense goes. Collinsville averaging 6.5 runs per game, while O'Fallon is averaging 6.3 runs per game. But the defensive side of things is where it gets a little lopsided, as Collinsville has allowed 5.3 runs per game, and O'Fallon only at 1.9 runs per game allowed on the year. Collinsville had their game yesterday at Nashville wiped out due to weather, and will try to use today's game versus O'Fallon to snap a little two-game losing streak. After beating Alton here at Fletcher Field 1 week ago today, 10-0, the Cahoks lost a tough one at Freeburg the next day in a game that Collinsville led 7-0 after 3 innings. Collinsville would score one more run after putting 6 runs up in the third. Freeburg then put up 5 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth for an 8-7 lead before Collinsville tied it in the seventh with that lone run. The Midgets, though, they would walk it off in the bottom of the eighth, and that was followed by another walk-off win by the opponent. This time it was at Alton, and with the game tied at 1-1, the Redbirds scored in the bottom half of the seventh inning to walk that one off. The Panthers, they come here in the top of the standings in the Southwestern Conference. Not only that, they are riding a 10-game winning streak. Panthers have not lost since a 2-1 setback at Highland back on April the 14th. The day before that loss, O'Fallon lost 8-5 to those same Alton Redbirds at Alton for the Panthers' only 2-game losing streak of the year. O'Fallon's other Southwestern Conference loss was a 5-3 loss at Edwardsville in the first of back-to-back games between the top two teams in the conference. O'Fallon would return the favor 2 days later with a 2-0 win at home. And the Panthers are arriving to Fletcher Field following a 5-1 home win versus Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin yesterday afternoon. All right, we continue our visits with our seniors on this year's squad. And next up on the interview category is none other than number 2, Caden Pruitt. And my interview with Caden will come your way here in just a moment as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game. And go Kahawks! Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet. It's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are at Fletcher Field today, and it is another gorgeous day for some baseball. A little less windy, a little less dusty, so we will take it. And we continue our visit with our seniors on this year's squad, and that brings us to number 2, senior Caden Pruitt, a 2-year varsity baseball player for your Collinsville Kahawks. All right, man, first of all, thanks for joining us. Second of all, let's hear about the family, man. Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, and don't leave out the pets.
So I live with my mom and brother. I occasionally go stay with my dad, but for the most part, it's my mom that's the biggest support. Comes to every game.
Any pets?
We have 2 guinea pigs. Yeah.
Nice. What's the name of them?
Mocha and Holly.
That's pretty cool. Why guinea pigs?
My mom's allergic to like almost everything, so that's pretty much the only thing we could get.
All right, you got a brother that you mentioned, older, younger?
He's younger. He's 13.
So any little sibling rivalry there between you two in the world of sports? Do you push each other, or what's going on with that?
He is just not getting into sports, so I'm constantly pushing him harder on himself, and he tries, but I'm still always pushing him.
All right, so where did the sports come from in your family? What side of the family? Anybody involved in sports back in their younger days? Mom, dad, uncles?
Uncles, they all played baseball back in their day, and then my dad, he played baseball, played college baseball, and then he also played softball whenever he got older, so I would always go to those, and that just got me into baseball and stuff.
Yeah, once I got older, I did softball too. All right, if it wasn't baseball, man, what other sport do you think you would love to play, and why?
You know, I've played every other sport, football, basketball, soccer, but I think my next up sport would probably be soccer. I was really good at soccer.
And what would make you good at soccer? Are you a forward, a midfielder, a defender, or a goalkeeper?
Midfield. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, let's talk about some other things here. How about some of your stats? You do a lot of courtesy running. So first of all, let's start with that. Do you like that role, being a courtesy runner? Do you love running the bases?
Yeah, I mean, you get in the game. Everybody deserves a spot in the game, and whenever they call you up for your role, you just got to do your job. So that's what I try to do.
All right, so 51 at bats, 10 hits, 4 RBIs, 6 stolen bases, only caught twice. And you've already helped turn 3 double plays, and that's in the 2 years you've been a varsity player. How cool is it to turn that double play?
It's amazing. I love just having the connection with the shortstop, just hearing the coaches cheer you up, your teammates. It's just amazing.
What's the best part about playing offense in the game of baseball?
Just the reactions and the energy that the bench brings you when you're up to bat. You're just like, you don't think about anything up there besides getting your role done and letting the next person do their job.
All right, let's talk a little pitching, man. You've pitched in 6 games, covering about 6 1/3 inning, 9 runs, 12 strikeouts to 4 walks. I like the strikeout to walk ratio. Is that something you work on?
Yeah, I mean, my select ball a few years ago, I was always like the strike guy. I never had the velo, but strikes were always there, and that's usually what I work on. I don't usually worry about velocity at all.
All right, let's get to know you a little better. Favorite kind of music?
You know, I like all of it, but it's probably just got to be hip-hop.
Favorite group or musical artist?
Man, probably a little baby.
Food. Let's talk about sweet snacks. What's your favorite sweet snack?
They're like nerds, but they're like gummies, so that they just combine the two. It's just really good. I love that.
Nerds have been a pretty common answer among you baseball guys. All right, salty snack. What's your favorite salty snack?
Do seeds count?
Sure.
I'll throw seeds in there.
That's typical baseball talk there. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. What's your favorite?
It's got to be dinner.
What is it and who cooks it?
Probably my mom's spaghetti or muscatoli.
I'm making spaghetti tomorrow, by the way. All right, favorite restaurant?
Carcillo's.
I haven't heard that one before. All right, how about classwork? What is your least favorite class in high school?
It's got to be probably math. I love the teachers, but math is just not my thing.
I'm hearing you there, man. Favorite class in high school?
Any history? Yeah.
That's that's my forte there, man. I like the history part of things. All right, so after high school, what is next for you? What is the future looking like for Caden Pruitt?
I've talked to just a few coaches for baseball, so hopefully I'll go on to baseball, play 2 years, 4 years, whatever it may be.
Aside from sports, what are you looking to get out of college education?
I'm leaning towards business administration or sports management.
All right, cool. Talk to me about your season a little bit. You guys are right at 500 mark, man. A couple of tough losses, walk-off wins by Freeburg and a walk-off win by Alton. Give me your thoughts on the season thus far.
I think that first 2-3 weeks we were just grooving along, and after our first loss, we kind of like took it to the chin and it just hit us and we weren't on our groove. But then as we get into these conference games, we've put up battles, and I think that if we just have that same mindset every game, we could continue to compete all the way up till the season's over.
You guys got O'Fallon here today, man. They're sitting on top of the Southwestern Conference standings. What do you guys need to do to pick up a win against the Panthers?
We're home turf. People don't like playing here because of the field. It's a rumor. But I say we just put the ball in play, make our plays, and we'll be good.
All right, man. Got any shout-outs who do you want to say hi to?
I'll just say what's up to my mom. What's up, Mom?
Thanks a lot, man. Good luck today. Good luck in your future. Appreciate the visit.
Thank you.
Caden Pruitt, everybody, number 2 in your program. We will take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starting 9 for each side, and we'll do that next on the Kahok Sports Network. Thanks,
The
Caden. Appreciate it.
OrthoGold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT softwave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And once again, we welcome you back to Fletcher Field here at Woodland Park, getting you ready for this contest between Collinsville and O'Fallon. We're a little delayed as it is Teacher Appreciation Day here at the old ballpark, as it is Teacher Appreciation Week across the country. And we always appreciate our teachers. I've had a couple of gifts waiting for me on my desk when I got to work these last couple of mornings, so we appreciate that from the principal in our school building, and of course all of these guys out here are recognizing their favorite teachers or the teachers that have made a impact on their high school careers, and it's a great thing. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get to some starting lineups while they finish this up. We will begin with the O'Fallon Panthers, and leading off and playing left field will be Hayden McGill. Grant Tebby will bat second and play shortstop. Will Millard is the catcher. He'll be batting third. In the cleanup spot will be their pitcher, Connor Blue. Xavier Deathridge plays first base and bats fifth. Jack Wade will bat sixth and play right field. Camden Cox is going to play the role of DH this afternoon for O'Fallon. He'll bat seventh, and he'll be batting for their third baseman, R.J. Cole. Dane Rasky is batting eighth and playing second base, and Connor Patton is playing center field and batting ninth. We'll give you Collinsville's lineup in just a moment. We'll be back here after a timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! And once again, welcome back to Fletcher Field here at Collinsville in Woodland Park. Glad that you are with us. Well, we gave you O'Fallon's lineup. We'll give you Collinsville's at the bottom of the first when it rolls around, but we can't exactly tell you what's going on defensively for your Kahawks. Bryce Limp is in left field. Colby Anderson is in center field. C.J. Schaff is in right field. And around the horn on the infield from the hot corner, Adam Bovenet. Caden Pruitt is at shortstop today, our pregame guest. Carter Harrington playing second base. Ethan Bagwell is playing first. Luke Weller is behind the plate, and he will be catching the lefty, Chris Alcorn. Alcorn comes into this contest playing in his 8th game. This is his 6th start. He does have one complete game under his belt this year. He comes in with a record of 1-3 and a earned run average of 6.46, and his strikeout to walk ratio 24 strikeouts and 26 walks on the year. Beautiful day here at the old ball field. A couple high wispy clouds in the sky, but otherwise we have lots of blue skies here for you this afternoon as we get you ready for this one. And without further ado, let's talk about some more notes, shall we? Well, O'Fallon, they come into this contest kind of owning Collinsville since the 2020 season. O'Fallon is 37-6 versus Collinsville over those last 22 years. Throw in a 5-1 postseason versus the Kahawks, and that blossoms that O'Fallon record against Collinsville to 42-7. And Collinsville currently suffering through a 4-game losing streak versus the O'Fallon Panthers. Last Kahawk win was a 3-2 win at O'Fallon. That took place in May of 2019. And as far as the playoffs are concerned, they last met also in May of 2019. Collinsville lost 3-0 at Granite City in the regional semifinal. The last time Collinsville beat O'Fallon in the playoffs was in May of 2008. That was the year that the Kahawks won their last sectional championship. All right, we're ready to go. Hayden McGill, he'll step in from the left side. He is ready to go, and McGill comes in as the leading batter for O'Fallon this year, batting .420 with 6 runs batted in. He has a home run and a triple amongst his many hits, and the first pitch misses up a little bit high. Ball 1, we are underway. Alcorn, lefty against lefty here. And the next pitch is high and tight, ball 2, so 2-0. No Ken Oberkfell with us today. We hope he's doing all right. As Alcorn is ready with a 2-0 pitch, trying to find that first strike, and there it is, right down the middle, 2-1. Bovenet playing in on the infield grass down there at third base. Expecting something a little hot, slowed down by the tall grass on the infield. Here's the next pitch, swinging, and it goes that way and right past Bovenet. He didn't hug that line enough, and that ball goes all the way into the thicker grass out there in the outfield, and sliding in safely at second base with a leadoff double is Hayden McGill. So that's the way that this one gets started. And that will bring up Grant Tebby. Tebby on the year batting .303 with 19 runs batted in. And he has an RBI opportunity with a runner at second base, nobody out, top of the first inning. He'll bat in from the right side, as Alcorn will have to work from the stretch after one batter. This time, Ethan Bagwell playing in on the grass over at first base. Alcorn from the stretch, checks on his runner. Checks on him again and brings it home. High, ball 1. 312 down the third base line, 310 down the first base line. Deepest part of this ballpark is in the power alley in left center field. That's 375 feet away. Alcorn's next pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. 360 to right center field. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Runner on second base. We're just underway. Top of the first inning. Alcorn. Long look in, steps off. No pitch clock, so you don't have to worry about that. And I think in Major League Baseball now you're only allowed to step off the rubber twice. Here's the pitch, and that one's down low, 2-1. Fallon comes into town riding a 10-game win streak. Alcorn looks into Weller, and now Tebby's going to take a step back. Didn't take very long. Alcorn, once again, looks at McGill over at second base. Takes a nice long look at the runner. Now brings one home. Swing and a miss, and 2-2 is the count now. To Grant Tebby, the shortstop. Will Millard, the catcher, waits on deck. Colby Anderson playing Tebby straight away in center field. And the 2-2 pitch, swinging a foul ball out of play. So we'll do it all over again. And a little bit of rain yesterday, so that helped tamper down the dust just a little bit. That and the wind has died down too. I think this is the first game I've done here all year where it hasn't been 20 miles per hour or more. Alcorn once again checks on his runner and throws, and he throws it into the outfield. There's the pickup by Colby Anderson, but into third base is Hayden McGill. And now the first run of this afternoon is just 90 feet away for O'Fallon. That error will belong to Alcorn. See through that one well wide of Caden Pruitt, who is coming in from shortstop to cover. So runner at third and nobody out. That pitch goes back to the screen, but McGill is going to stay put. And the count now full to Grant Tebby. So Alcorn takes a little bit of a walk around the mound after he gets the ball back, trying to settle himself down. Shakes his head yes to the sign by Weller and brings one home. Strike 3 call. There's the first out of this game. Caught looking was Tebby for out number 1. That'll bring up Will Millard. Millard batting .403 on the year, 14 runs batted in. Strikeout number 25 on the year for Alcorn, as he deals with the right-handed hitting Will Millard. Counter blue, the pitcher waits on deck. Hayden McGill down at third base. Leadoff double, went to third on a throwing error on a failed pickoff attempt. Alcorn ready, and here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Ooh, almost hit that nice new gray car over there. Not much of a wind to speak of today. The American flag down the first base line, kind of just laying there at half staff. See some movement on it every once in a while. Alcorn's ready with an 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Swinging a foul ball. That one's just foul. Took that bounce right before third base in fair territory, but by the time it crossed the bag, it was on the other side of the white line. So 0-2 the count to Will Millard. Millard on the year, 25 hits, 25 of those have been singles. The other 2, doubles. Alcorn looking for back-to-back strikeouts here. And here's the 0-2. Swinging a high fly ball. Braden Limp, he's got it tracked down out there in left field. He'll take it and throw it home, but it's not going to be in time. And in with the first run of this game is Hayden McGill. on an RBI sacrifice fly by Will Millard.
Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 22, Connor Blue.
So Connor Blue will step up to the plate. Mr. Blue on the year, batting .314, couple of home runs, 21 runs batted in. Those 21 runs batted in represent the top of the RBI department for O'Fallon this year. He'll bat with the bases empty, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Way high and outside, goes back to the screen. So O'Fallon strikes first. And Alcorn trying to get out of this inning with no further damage done. Give Collinsville a chance in the bottom of the first. That one's in the dirt about 3 feet in front of home plate. So one goes sailing back to the backstop. The other one skips in there. So Alcorn falls behind Connor Blue. Next pitch. That one's inside, down at the ankles. 3-0. So it needs to come into Blue now. Pitcher against pitcher here. Alcorn's ready. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Taking all the way was Blue. See if we can get a couple more out of Alcorn here. 3-1 the count to Connor Blue. Chris Alcorn ready with the next delivery. Here it is. Swinging a foul, so from 3-0 to full count. Take a little off. Blue ready. Chris Alcorn ready as well. 3-2 pitch on the way in the dirt. He walked him. Keeps the inning alive. For Xavier Dethridge, the first baseman. Dethridge coming in batting .338 on the year. He also has a couple of home runs, 16 in the runs batted in category. That's third in the top of the list for O'Fallon. Ian Maxidon comes in as the courtesy runner for Blue, so he can get ready to pitch the next half inning. Alcorn been working from the stretch since after the first batter doubled. Throw over to first base. And Maxidon back in there. Here's the next delivery, and that one's in there for a strike. 1-0 the count. 1-0 in favor of O'Fallon. We're in the first. Top of. Bryce Limp is playing pretty much in left center field, giving the batter all of that space out there down the third base line. Alcorn's ready with an 0-1. Here it comes, and that one hits the batter, so runners on first and second. And that will bring up Jack Wade. Wade on the year, batting .393, 14 runs batted in. 4 doubles amongst his 24 hits. All the other ones are singles. Alcorn pitches, and that's a called strike. First and second, 2 down, 1-0 O'Fallon. 0-1 the count to Wade. Alcorn checks on that runner at second twice, and now he's ready and brings one low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 on, 2 out. Alcorn pitches. Swinging a foul ball, so 1 strike away from getting out of this inning with just the 1 run scored. But it's been adventurous just to get to this point. Force out an innie bag on the infield. Strikeout would be nice. Alcorn would like it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just a little low, 2-2. Two on, 2 out, 2-2. Deuces are wild. Alcorn looks at his runner at second base. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes as soon as Weller will throw down to Bagwell at first base, which he does. So 2 strikeouts in the inning, but 1 run comes across the plate, and we will head to the home half of the first inning with the O'Fallon Panthers leading by a score of 1-0.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at Fletcher Field in Woodland Park, here is your lineup for your Collinsville Cahoks. Bryce Limp will lead things off playing left field. Ethan Bagwell bats second, place first. Chris Alcorn, as you know, on the mound. He'll be batting third. Carter Harrington batting in the cleanup spot today and playing second base. Adam Bovanet batting fifth, playing third base. C.J. Schaff playing right field and batting sixth. Colby Anderson in the seventh spot playing center field. Luke Weller behind the plate batting eighth. And Caden Pruitt, our pregame interviewee, is batting ninth and playing shortstop. And first up is Bryce Limp. Bryce on the year, batting .300. He leads the team in home runs with 5, and he also leads the team in the RBI department with 19. Connor Blue's ready for his first pitch, and it is right down the middle. Connor Blue on the year is pitching in his 10th game. This is his 9th start. He has 2 complete games and a robust record of 6-1 and a sparkling earned run average of 1.50. And his strikeout to walk ratio is very impressive, 55 strikeouts to 17 walks, and he is ahead in the count to Bryce Limp, 0-2. I'll give you the defensive lineup here for O'Fallon after this next pitch to Limp. And it's on the way now. Right down the middle. He struck him out on 3 pitches. Got caught looking, did Limp. Defensively for O'Fallon, out in left field is Hayden McGill. Connor Patton is in center field. Jack Wade in right field. R.J. Cole is at third. Grant Tebby at short. Dane Rasky is at second base. Xavier Deathridge is at first. Will Millard is behind the plate doing the catching of Connor Blue, who is on the hill. Here is Ethan Bagwell. Ethan on the year, leading hitter for Collinsville, batting .493, 11 runs batted in. Still looking for that first long ball of the year as Blue pitches, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Alcorn waits on deck. Bagwell or Alcorn can get on. Carter Harrington will have a chance to bat here in the bottom half of the first. The righty Blue, he's ready, and here's the pitch. Swinging a little looper, going out to center field. That one's going to get down. It's going to roll off the wall, and on his way to second base is Ethan Bagwell, and he will be in there with a one-out double. So Fallon got a double in the first inning, and he came around to score. We'll see if Collinsville can pull the same thing here. Well, that's going to be up to Chris Alcorn, who is up next. Alcorn batting .423 on the year. He has a couple of home runs and 12 runs batted in. As Millard, and we'll go out and talk things over with his pitcher, Connor Blue. Bagwell, that was his 9th double of the year, and that leads the team. Alcorn has 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. Blue works from the stretch after one batter. He'll check on Bagwell and bring it home, and that one's low and inside, ball 1. Well, Fallon out there in their midnight blue uniform, tops. Road gray trousers, got the numbers in gold and the word O'Fallon across the fronts of their jerseys in gold. They got on those blue hats with the big gold O right in the middle. Next pitch, that one's in there for a strike. That'll even things out at 1-1. Collinsville at home in their home whites. Purple numbers, word Kahawks written across the fronts of their jerseys. They're here in the purple caps with the big white C across the fronts of those caps. Blue with a 1-1 count to Chris Alcorn. Ethan Bagwell on second base after a one-out double. And now Alcorn calls time at home plate. Blue looks in. From the stretch, fires. A little high. Ball 2. One out, one on. Alcorn looking for something to drive here to chase Bagwell home. Blue looks into Millard. Has a sign that he likes, and from the belt, he pitches. Swing and a miss. That'll even things out at 2-2. Blue takes his sweet time looking in and getting those signs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball right to the pitcher. Bagwell's going to make it over to third base. So Alcorn moved the runner over. But there are 2 away for Carter Harrington. Carter on the year, batting .353. 15 runs batted in. He has a home run on the year. We were here to watch that one. And Harrington just needs a simple little base hit to tie things up. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So Bagwell down at third, 2 away. Bottom of the first. Blue is ready with another pitch. To Harrington, here it comes. That one's in there for a strike. Harrington started to pull the trigger on that swing, but laid off. Looked like he was looking fastball, but got a little off-speed delivery. They play Harrington straight away. Center fielder Connor Patton playing a little shallow. You can get one over his head, and Harrington will be running for days. Here's the 1-1 from Blue, outside. Nice to be outside without a bunch of wind. 2-1 pitch on the way. Outside and high. Adam Bovinette waits on deck. Carter Harrington trying to get on base. Harrington digs back in from the right side. Blue, the righty. He's ready with the 3-1. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Harrington a little behind in that swing. Payoff pitch time now for Blue. 3-2 the count to Harrington. Bagwell on at third base, 2 away. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Blue took a lot off of that off-speed delivery, and down on strikes goes Harrington. So Collinsville will strand a runner as we head now to the top of the second inning, and O'Fallon still leading by a score of 1-0.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Back here at Fletcher Field. Glad that you're with us. You want to put that headset on and talk a minute? You can do it over there. Clay Smith joining us now. The athletic director that made it up the steps. I'm impressed.
Hi, Todd Duke. Thank you. Yeah. It's little things in life, right?
It is, man.
Yeah.
Bottom 3 in the order coming up for O'Fallon. Camden Cox, the DH, batting now. Dane Rasky and Connor Patton will get to bat here. And Cox on the year batting .371 with 10 runs batted in as Alcorn goes back to work for a second inning, and that one's fouled back to the screen quickly. 0-2. All right, man, straight from the horse's mouth. Tell everybody about this Diamond for Kahawks thing.
Yeah, Diamonds for Kahawks. Let's talk about it. So it's an initiative that we presented to the school board in October to do some development with the land that we have behind the high school with the hill area to get 2 new baseball, 2 new softball, and a multi-purpose turf field for football, soccer, band, PE, fine arts, and a couple parking lots, which are much needed.
Oh yeah, you're right about that, man.
Yeah.
You ever tried to park into a place over there at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon? There's not a lot left.
I normally don't have issues because I'm normally the first one there, but yeah, I definitely see it. So yeah, we're excited about this initiative. It's obviously going to be a major development and a great thing for our kids in our district. So we're looking for any businesses that want to sponsor to reach out and contact me. We have great advertising packages put together with in-turf advertisements and family displays and scoreboard advertisements. So there's a little something for everybody to help offset the cost of the district.
Well, let it roll. It finally rolls foul. Man.
Yep, foul ball.
Dan Rasky batting .239 with a home run and 10 RBIs. Almost bunted his way on to first, man. That started off in the grass, and thankfully it took a turn to the left.
Hit the lip of that grass and made a hard left.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So who do you have on there so far? Can you share?
Yeah, I can't really share right
no?
now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really share. I will say we do have a step in the right direction. We've got some. You know, we launched it on Giving Thursday, and we had a great response from our community. And I can tell you from that initiative, I think we got just about $17,000 from just people in our community. Obviously, we need much more.
Right.
So yeah, now the plan is to go out to the business owners and the people that make our community so great, who are interested in putting their logo out there and helping our kids at the same time.
He swung, tried to stop his swing, but he did not. So down on strikes is Rasky, and that is the 3rd strikeout in this early part of this game for Chris Alcorn. That'll bring up Connor Patton, the number 9 batter. 2 up, 2 down, and Connor Patton, he comes in batting .254 with 6 runs batted in. So What are you looking for somebody with deep pockets that are just like, I got a little bit of money.
Yeah, I am. Yes, yes. Deep pockets, thin pockets, whatever, marginal pockets. Anything helps, right?
Any pockets.
Anything helps, but I mean, when you're talking about a number, a couple $1 million to move dirt and actually get a first class facility, we're looking for those corporate sponsorships and those bigger businesses that actually want to do. But we, like I said, we have it packaged, so. No matter how big your business is, big or small, we have a little something for everybody. We can put your logo on windscreens, similar to what we have out here. Like I said, we have bench displays and sign displays, and every little thing counts and every little thing helps.
Yeah. And if they want to help that endeavor, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so they can call the high school and ask for myself, or they can go ahead and email us. The best way is just to get on Kahok Athletics website, and you can find all of our contact information. If you want to donate directly, you can go to the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website, the CACF, and you go to the donate tab, and you'll find buckets, and there you will see a description for the Diamonds for Kahoks. All tax deductible. So again, it helps out the businesses at the end of the year. So it's a win-win for everybody.
There, and a strikeout. So 2 strikeouts in each inning so far for Mr. Alcorn, and that puts a quick end to the top of the second inning. And you're going to stick around for a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a break here as we head to the home half of the second inning, and we will tell you all about the Kahawks next at bat after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Adam Bovenet leads things off here in the home half of the second inning for the Kahawks. Adam on the year batting .370, 14 runs batted in as he steps in from the left side against the pitcher Connor Blue. And Blue is ready with the next swing and a miss as Adam Bovenet was trying to hit that thing down to the dog park. All right, so what's the plan on getting I know you need the money first, but is there a set plan as to win this whole thing if you would like it to be open and ready to go?
Yeah, so ideally we'd love to start moving dirt spring of 24.
Okay.
So as soon as we can get some good weather next year and finalize some things and show good initiative, and originally the agreement with the school board was 75% of fundraised of the funds raised that we can show them, and then we can get our plan into action a little bit.
Gotcha. And above that, fouls out down the first base side. First baseman Xavier Dethridge caught that one right before the bullpen mounds out there, and that's always tough to do, especially when you're trotting backwards. Here is C.J. Schaff, and he swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls that one out of play. C.J. on the year batting .286, couple of home runs, 11 runs batted in. Colby Anderson waiting in the on-deck circle for Collinsville. 1-0 on a first inning run by the O'Fallon Panthers. Here is the next pitch by Blue, swinging another foul ball. This one's going to stay in the park. Is anyone going to get there? And that one hits the Kahawks bullpen mound. So from one bullpen mound to the next. Other than that, how are things going, man? How's the leg?
The leg is good. Yeah, I'm getting there. Thanks to our friends at Athletico and one of our trainers, Christian, over there in the dugout. Yeah, they help me out 2 days a week in the morning, and then the other couple days I'm either at home or I'm in our training room or weight room at school, putting in work, and it's getting better. It's fun getting old, right?
Oh man, no, not really.
So a couple weeks ago I was on crutches, and then I went to one, and now I'm off crutches, but I'm still in a brace. But I'm getting there. It's every day's better.
Yeah, another foul ball out of play.
I'm just not going to win any races anytime soon.
I don't think anybody's going to challenge you to a race.
Nor am I going to race anyone.
Yeah, I would think not. Of course, that would be a good time for somebody to actually win a race against you, right?
Yeah, I had some speed before this.
Blue ready with an 0-2 pitch to Schaff. Here it comes. Up high, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 1 out in the inning. We're in the bottom of the second. O'Fallon leads by a score of 1-0. Hard to believe that we're almost through a school year, huh?
Flies through, doesn't it, Todd?
Man, it does, I know.
Once we get to spring, it's all go. And I feel like we always have iffy weather in the beginning of the spring. I feel like this year we got dosed with a lot of it, and by the time it turns nice, the school year's about done and postseason's upon us.
First walk issued on the afternoon by Blue, and that'll put Schaff down at first base for Colby Anderson. Colby on the air batting .298, 13 runs batted in. Blue looks in, has looking for a sign. Now time is called. Yeah, I remember showing up to Hollywood Heights in August. Everybody's like, man, we're ready for a long year. I'm like, it'll be May before you know it.
Yeah,
and here it is.
Absolutely, yeah. Honors convocation tomorrow night and graduation Saturday, and finals for the rest of the school will be here quickly, and all postseason assignments should be out really, really soon.
Yeah, the seedings for baseball and softball came out today. That schedule will be posted tomorrow.
Yep.
Already have girls soccer and boys volleyball postseason schedules made up.
Girls track sectional is this week as well.
That's Thursday, right?
That's Thursday, yeah. They'll be rocking. That's why we moved the
Yep.
Evansville soccer game to Friday night, so those kids could attend that and compete.
Yeah, that's
So
what I was
both schools have girls that wanted to go.
talking to Brett Borum the last time we did a soccer game together. I'm like, how weird is it going to be in this booth on a Friday night not doing football?
Not doing football.
Throw over to first base. Back in there with no problem is C.J. Schaff. Colby Anderson trying to move him along. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. Blue from the stretch. Brings another one home. And that one's a little outside. Colby swung at that pitch outside in the first pitch that Blue threw. So he learned his lesson there and laid off of that one. 2-1 the count to the Kahok center fielder. Blue ready with another. And it's on the way. That one's, inside. Caught the corner. 2-2.
We have all of our summer camp information posted on KahokSummerCamps.com, and those are being viewed daily, and kiddos are signing up. We have tons of options for anybody out there, so I encourage mom and dads to check it out.
They're going to ask. No, he did hold up.
Safe.
He did hold up. Good. So 3-2. Yeah, I know those summer camps are huge, man. They get a lot of traction, too, a lot of attention.
Yeah, it's good for our teams. It's good fundraising for our teams, and then great for all of our future Kahawks and their friends as well.
Blue ready with a 3-2 pitch to Anderson. It's up high, and after the out by Bovinet, the next two have reached via the free pass. And as I mentioned, coming into this, Blue doesn't give up many of those. 55 strikeouts to 17 walks coming into this game, but he's walked 2 in a row, and here is Luke Weller, the catcher. Luke on the air batting .212, 5 runs batted in. Knowing you're already starting to work on the Prairie Farms tournament, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I absolutely, yes. It's full go. That one never stops. Yeah, I think schedules are getting there for next year. They're settling down, and we're figuring out some dates here and there that we need to be filled, and most schedules are full just with some minor tweaking, and we should be good to go in the fall.
Good.
Because once it starts, it doesn't stop, as you know.
No, it does not. So football schedule is already set?
The football schedule is set, yes. So it'll look a little different this year. It's all online. You can see it there, but
swinging a high fly ball center field. Connor Patton just had to move back a couple of steps. He makes the catch, and everyone stays put, and there are 2 away.
Not deep enough there.
Nope.
Yeah, so this year it'll look a little different with some new competition of our friends in the South 7 Conference. We have reached a scheduling agreement with that conference and Granite City to fill our schedule. So week 1 will be Bevel East, and Triad, who's traditionally been week 2, will go to 9. And then 2 through 8 will be the South 7 schools plus Granite City. So we're excited about that.
I appreciate you cutting down on my driving time.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying, but I'm right there with you. We'll still have to deal with a Carbondale trip and a Mount Vernon trip and Marion trip, but that's all right.
Yeah, we can deal with that. Here is Caden Pruitt, our pregame guest on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Caden comes in batting .207 with 3 runs batted in. Got a runner on first and second and 2 away. Let's see if Caden can find himself a little seeing eye ground ball here. Blue is ready with an 0-1. Here it comes, and that one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And they're playing him very shallow.
Yeah, they are.
Connor Patton has moved in even more so than he normally is standing out there in center field. Blues ready. Here's the 1-1. Hits the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Back to the top of the order and Bryce Limp if Pruitt can keep the inning going. Schaff at second, Anderson at first. Here's the 1-2.
They're moving.
Runner goes, and it doesn't matter because that hit the outside corner, and down on strikes is Caden Pruitt. All right, man, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you very much for the visit.
Hey.
Need anything, let me know.
Yep, love being here, as always.
All right, and that is the Athletic Director of the Year, Clay Smith. Congratulations, by the way, on that. By the Athletic Directors Association, we always like talking to Clay Smith. Well, we are heading now to the 3rd inning, and O'Fallon still leads by a score of 1-0, and we'll back to tell you all about that 3rd inning in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back here at Fletcher Field in Woodland Park, my name is Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us as we have arrived to the 3rd inning. Back to the top of the lineup for the O'Fallon Panthers. Hayden McGill, he led off this game with a double. Went to 3rd on a throwing error as Chris Alcorn tried to pick him off out there at second base, and then he came home on a sacrifice RBI fly by Will Millard, who will get to bat in this inning. Alcorn's ready. There's a bunt, and it's right in front of home plate. Alcorn picks it up, turns, throws, safe. I think if he would have picked that ball up and not had to spin around to throw it, he might have had a chance, but that spin around cost him. So an infield hit by McGill, and McGill is now 2 for 2 on the afternoon.
Number 4, Grant Tebby.
That'll bring up Grant Tebby. Tebby was a strikeout victim his first time up, the first of 4 strikeouts so far in the afternoon for Alcorn. So Alcorn back to the stretch once again. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the second. Now he has to deal with a runner on at first. Collinsville looking for a double play. They've turned 13 twin killings so far on the year. As McGill has his lead, being held on over there by Bagwell. And a throw over. Check on the runner. He's back in safely. Alcorn, the lefty, looks at that runner over there again. And another throw over. Back in safely is McGill. You heard us talking about that soccer game that got moved from Thursday to Friday. That's our next action, by the way. Nothing on Wednesdays unless there's a playoff game scheduled, because that's my Washers night. There's a bunt, pitcher's mound. Alcorn throws out over at first base. Down to second base goes McGill. And Tebby is out 1-3 for the first out of the inning.
Catcher number 28.
That will bring up Will Millard, who has the only RBI so far here this afternoon. A sacrifice fly as he flew out to Bryce Limp out in left field when McGill was on third base. McGill may be thinking about stealing here, but that's how the error came about last time McGill was out at second base. There's one right down the middle to Millard. Alcorn once again works from the stretch, and here is the 0-1. Swinging a shot up the middle and double play right into the glove of Caden Pruitt, and he steps on second for the force out. That's the way that you want to do that, and that'll end the top of the third. We will head to the bottom half of the third inning. Collinsville still trailing just by 1 run, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Back once again here at Woodland Park, 1-0. O'Fallon scored a run in the top of the first, and so far that has been it. We are here in the bottom of the third, and O'Fallon went back to the top of the order in their half of the third. Collinsville does the same thing in the bottom half as Bryce Limp will lead things off. Bryce got caught looking at a third strike in his first at bat. And Blue, who apparently likes working from the stretch, throws one in there, and that one just misses, ball 1. Just missed that outside corner. Limp, Bagwell, and Alcorn here in this inning. If anyone can get on Carter Harrington. Blue ready with a 1-0, and it's on the way. That one's in there for a strike. Another pitch coming from Blue to Limp. Off speed delivery, stays high. 2-1. Well, this is my last home game of the year here. Zach Roseman has a couple more games left on his schedule. A swing, and that one, if we're in a silo, that's a home run. But it's not, and it's in foul territory. And once again, the first baseman just into foul territory. Deathridge makes the catch. One away.
First baseman, number 21, Ethan.
That was one sky-high fly ball, that is for sure. Here's Ethan Bagwell, doubled and was left at third base in the bottom half of the first. He moves back from a pitch inside. Ball one. As I mentioned earlier, Bagwell still looking for his first home run of the year. He's got the power. We know that. He's got those strong arms. Be nice if he could muscle one up here and tie this game. Outside, ball two. Nice, bright, sunshiny day. Temperature in the mid-70s today. Swinging another base hit for Bagwell. This one's going to be of the single variety. A little frozen rope out to left field. And Bagwell now 2 for 2. So an opportunity here for Chris Alcorn, who grounded out to the pitcher his first time up.
Chris Alcorn.
Connor Blue pitches to Alcorn, swinging a foul ball out of play. Just over the fence where there are some fans scattered about over there in lawn chairs. Speaking of Zach Roseman, he's doing the softball game over at the Collinsville Sports Complex today against Belleville East. Swinging another foul ball, and this one's heading closer to the spectators over there, and a little group of about 4 of them over there almost made it into that group. Alcorn's trying. Got a short going on in this headset, man. I got missing an ear. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Alcorn. Second out of the inning. 4th strikeout of the afternoon for Blue. And now it's going to be up to Carter Harrington, the second baseman, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. Blue looks over his left shoulder at Bagwell, being held on, and strike called. That had some movement to it because that was heading right for Harrington and then cut inside and hit that inside corner. Harrington looking for something to drive here. Blue throws over to first, and back in there safely is Bagwell. Another pitch on the way here to Harrington. Here it comes, swinging a foul ball that'll head out of play again. This one will make it to the road. Oh, and 2 to Carter Harrington. Adam Bovenat waiting on deck, but right now it's all up to Harrington with 2 outs. Bagwell made it all the way over to third on that foul ball. And Blue pitches outside. Fourth inning softball game over at the Sports Complex. Belleville East has a 5-0 lead over the Lady Kahawks. Off-speed pitch stays high. 2-2. Bagwell has his lead from first. 2 outs in the inning. We're in the bottom of the third. 1-0 in favor of O'Fallon. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes for the second time is Carter Harrington. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Blue, his 4th and 5th strikeouts in this contest. And we will now move to the top of the 4th inning. And O'Fallon, after that 1 run in the first inning, still clinging to that 1-0 lead.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, And finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Welcome back to Woodland Park here in Collinsville. Fletcher Field is where we are located inside the confines of the park. Glad that you're with us. Beautiful day for some baseball. Why not? Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Middle of the order here for O'Fallon. In the top of the fourth, the pitcher Connor Blue, Xavier Dethridge, and Jack Wade will all bat here against Chris Alcorn. Alcorn starts off the opposing pitcher with a strike on the inside corner. Blue walked and was stranded back in that first inning. 6 batters came to the plate. That produced 1 run. Here's a ground ball to Bagwell. He turns around, underhands it to Alcorn. Out. What a nice play. As Alcorn was in mid-jump, came down with that right foot on that bag just in time. 1 away. Bagwell stayed in front of that ball just like you're taught how to. Hit off of him and then went behind him just a little bit, but not enough to cause him to miss that throw, that underhand throw to Alcorn. And the play goes 3-1 for out number 1. And a pitch that's a little high to Xavier Dethridge. Dethridge was hit by a pitch his first time up and was left at first base. Jack Wade waits on deck as Alcorn's ready with the 1-0. Down central it goes, 1-1. One delivery on its way home. Ooh, that was close. 2-1. Alcorn peers over his glove, has the sign that he wants from Weller, and brings home another pitch and a partial swing. Umpire says he went around. 2-2 the count to the O'Fallon first baseman, Xavier Dethridge. Two-two pitch from Alcorn. Swing and a miss. And a ball on the ground after that, and a throw down there by Weller, and Dethridge is down via the strikeout for out number 2. And that is the 5th strikeout for Alcorn. 2 away for Jack Wade, who was a strikeout victim. He ended the first inning with a swing and a miss with runners on first and second. So that preserved the 1-0 lead. Didn't make it any worse. And Alcorn has kind of settled in since then. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Right off of the front porch. Jack Wade, I was just thinking the same thing somebody just said. I'd like to be walking out of your front door and all of a sudden, bam, baseball. Or an Amazon delivery driver. Here's the pitch, another foul ball the same direction. That one will head to the parking lot and barely miss the back of a car parked over there. Taking target practice over there. Yeah, I hear you there. I park up here against this back part over here behind the softball field. Yeah, there you go. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Another strikeout coming here for Alcorn. Let's see, here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Jack Wade. 6th strikeout of the afternoon for Alcorn, and he does it back-to-back fashion against Dethridge and Wade, and that will do it for the top of the 4th inning, the bottom half of the 4th inning. Collinsville will come to the bat, see if they can do something about this O'Fallon 1-0 lead, and we'll be back to tell you all about it here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Adam Bovenette leads things off here in the home half of the fourth for Collinsville and fouls one down the line. Adam flew out to the first baseman in foul territory over by the visitors' bullpen mound. As Blue is out there for another inning of work. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the next pitch to Bovenette outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Adam Bovenette. It'll be Bovenette, Schaff, and Colby Anderson here in this inning. If anyone can get on, the number 8 hitter, Luke Weller, will have a chance to bat. Blues ready with the 1-2, and it's up high. 2-2. And the Cardinals up in Wrigley Field tonight. Game number 2 of that 3-game series. As Blue delivers a 2-2 to Bovenette. Hey, strike 3 called. Bovenette got caught looking. Sixth strikeout on the afternoon for Blue. CJ Schaff, who was walked and stranded his first time up. Blue is ready already, and a pitch is in there for a strike. Of course, you have the Cardinals in Chicago at Wrigley Field, City SC soccer team, playing the first of 2 straight against Chicago tonight, and then again Saturday. Tonight's part of the Lamar Hunt Cup. Quickly, 2 strikes to C.J. Schaff. Blue had back-to-back walks in that inning. He walked Schaff and Anderson. And this one's up high. Blue has kind of picked up his pace a little bit here since the game has moved along as well. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul ball that stays at home plate, keeps the count at 1-2. These 2 pitchers are pitching a pretty good game. Nobody warming up in either bullpen. There's a little blooper. That's going to drop, and it does. And a base hit by C.J. Schaff will give Collinsville a runner with 1 out. Third base hit of the afternoon. The only one not named Bagwell is C.J. Schaff. He's on at first base. Chance for Colby Anderson to move the runner over, do some damage.
Center fielder number 1, Colby Anderson.
Colby also got a free pass in that second inning, but both he and Schaff were stranded out there. So Blue, who already works from the stretch, no matter if there's runners on base or not, continues to do so here with Schaff on at first. Here's the pitch to Colby. Stays low, ball 1. Another pitch. That one's in there. Evens things out at 1-1 to number 1. Colby Anderson, the Kahok center fielder, and the opposing center fielder, Connor Patton. Boy, I tell you what, he plays shallow. Get that ball a little whack and he'll be off and running for a while. That one just misses outside. 2-1. See if Anderson can send Patton running. Here's the pitch. That hits the outside corner, 2-2. Luke Weller waits on deck. Schaff over at first base, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 game. O'Fallon scored in the top of the 1st, and that's been all the scoring that we've had thus far. Blue has another 2-2 pitch coming for Anderson. Here it comes. Outside, full count. Got to protect the plate now, does Anderson. Be aware of that off-speed pitch. Blue, ready. Runner goes, and a foul ball back to the screen. Nice to see those St. Louis Cardinals put back-to-back wins together. Everybody around here is like, about time. First month of this season's not looked pretty. That one's low, and another walk for Colby Anderson. We'll put runners on first and second. Third walk issued this afternoon by Blue. 2 of those to Colby Anderson. And a timeout called as O'Fallon's head coach Joe Bauer out to talk things over, or at least the pitching coach is out to talk things over. And everybody going to meet Coach Swip down the third base line to talk about their game plan. And we'll see if either one of the two game plans being talked about by these two teams work out in anyone's favor. So Collinsville has runners on first and second. Anderson will be on at first. Schaff will be on at second. 1 out. Same way it was in the second inning. After Bovenet fouled out, Schaff walked and Anderson walked, and then Weller flew out and Pruitt struck out. So we'll hope for a better outcome this time.
I'm next to the Kahok's catcher, number 24, Luke Weller.
Weller flew out to Connor Patton his first time up. Get a little bit more juice in that swing, and you can knock one over Patton's head. We're ready to go after the brief conversations are over. Blue, ready with the pitch to Weller. Here it comes. Outside and low, ball 1. Connor Blue comes in with a record of 6-1. So he has lost a game. He's ready, and Weller is not. He calls timeout. Right when Blue was just beginning his windup. Got one. 1-0 to count. Here's the next pitch to Weller. Swinging a high fly ball out of play. That'll go back in the brambles and the bushes. Looks like O'Fallon's going to get some action going in their bullpen. Blue has a 1-1 count against Collinsville's catcher Luke Weller. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Jack Valino goes down to the bullpen to warm up for O'Fallon. Valino, right-handed pitcher. He's a junior. The next from Blue on the way, swinging a high fly ball, and this one is going to be camped underneath by Jack Wade out in left field, or excuse me, right field, and his throw down to third base. in plenty of time, and staying put is C.J. Schaff, and there are 2 away. So now it's up to Caden Pruitt once again. Pruitt needs a little base hit.
Shortstop number 2, Caden Pruitt.
Pruitt was a strikeout victim that ended that threat in the second inning. The third out of that inning. Blue trying to accomplish the same thing. Pruitt has other things in mind. Blue, done a nice long look into Millard as catcher. Outside, runners go, throw, and he's out at third base is C.J. Schaff. And that will end the inning. 2-5 on the putout, and that means that Pruitt will lead off the next inning, and that will take us into the top of the 5th. 1-0 in favor of the O'Fallon Panthers, and we are back to tell you about their next at bat in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Back here at Fletcher Field at Woodland Park, my name is Todd Duke. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, as we have made our way to the top of the 5th inning. And it's the bottom 3 in the order. Designated hitter Camden Cox, Dane Rasky, the second baseman, and the center fielder Connor Patton. As Chris Alcorn is back out there for his 5th inning of work. And the pitch swung and missed by Camden Cox, who grounded out to Adam Bovanet his first time up. That was followed by back-to-back strikeouts of the next 2 batters. Alcorn pitches one back to the screen. One ball, one strike the count to Camden Cox, the DH. He's batting today for their third baseman, RJ Cole. Got lots of initials going on. I got a CJ and an RJ. Probably a couple more somewhere along the line. 2-1. Alcorn's ready with the next. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Jack Valino no longer warming up in the O'Fallon bullpen. We'll see if he comes in the next half inning or if they're going to stick with Blue. Alcorn is ready. Here comes another pitch. High. Full count. Three-two pitch coming from Alcorn. Here it is, and that one is low, and he called him out, the umpire did. Hit the inside corner, just right around the kneecap area, and down on strikes is Camden Cox. And that is strikeout number 7 for Chris Alcorn. Dane Rasky due up next. Rasky, as I mentioned, strikeout victim his first time up. He got caught with a swing and a miss strikeout. Alcorn delivers. And that one stays low. Almost kind of in the same spot that Cox just got called out on. Alcorn ready with the next delivery. Here it comes. Swinging a bouncing ball foul down the third base side. That'll even things up at 1-1. Collinsville got the 4th seed out of the 8 teams that were seeded for baseball playoffs. And a pitch back to the screen. There's a couple of times now that Alcorn has let one slip out of his hands and well over the head of the batter and everybody at home plate. 2-1 the count to Dane Rasky. Spells his name H-R-A-S-K-Y. The H is silent. Pitch down and low, inside, 3-1. Rasky digs back in from the right side. The lefty Alcorn ready to go with the 3-1 pitch, and here it comes. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Pruitt comes up with it, throws over to first in time for out number 2. That was a long throw. Connor Patton comes to the plate with 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the 5th. Patton, a strikeout victim in his first at bat in the second. That ended the second inning. That was a 1-2-3 inning for Alcorn and the Kahawks. Nice job jumping rope down there by the first base coach for O'Fallon. That ball was scorched. Alcorn delivers the 0-1 to Connor Patton, the O'Fallon center fielder, and off-speed delivery stays high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. One pitch. Same thing, only this time Weller couldn't snag it. 2-1. Alcorn's ready with the 2-1 delivery to Patton. It's on the way, swing and a miss. One more of those, and we can move ourselves to the bottom of the 5th. Two-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes for the second time here this afternoon is Connor Patton, the 8th strikeout on the day for young Mr. Chris Alcorn. Nothing doing in the top half of the 5th for O'Fallon, so we move to the bottom half of the 5th. We'll see if Collinsville has got anything up their sleeves, as O'Fallon still clinging on to that 1-0 lead that they got after the first inning, and we'll tell you all about the next inning here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
Caden Pruitt, who was at the plate when C.J. Schaff got thrown out trying to steal third in the last half inning, or in the bottom of the fourth, is going to be the leadoff man, and he'll swing and miss at the first offering by Blue, who stays out there. Caden, strikeout victim his first time up. Pitch, swinging a high pop fly. This one's going to stay in the park. On the move is McGill, and he will call off the shortstop and make the catch out there in shallow left field. One away. Back to the top of the order, Bryce Limp. See if he can get anything going here. Bryce is struck out and fouled out.
Number 16, Bryce Limp.
Ethan Bagwell is 2 for 2 on the afternoon. He'll be the next batter. Let's see if Bryce Limp can get on base for him. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and I think old Bryce was a little late on that swing. Connor Blue. Offered at it, but umpire says he didn't swing. Speaking of pitchers named Blue, I heard a couple of days ago that Vida Blue passed away. Big star pitcher back in the day. Pitched for the Oakland A's when I was a kid. I remember that name, and I remember him. He was a big, mean-looking pitcher who threw hard. Pitch inside. It actually hit him. Umpire says, take your base. Bryce Limp says, thank you very much, I will. First hit batter of the afternoon by Blue, so a runner on here for Ethan Bagwell. We'll see if Bagwell can do some damage. Turn this game around. Bagwell doubled in the first, singled in the third, and was stranded both times. 2 of the 3 hits for Collinsville here this afternoon. So Limp has his lead from first. And the pitch to Bagwell, swinging a high fly ball. Center fielder Patton is on the run, but he's got room, and he'll turn around and make the catch for out number 2. Just couldn't get enough of it. Bagwell flies out to deep center field for out number 2. So it's up to Chris Alcorn now.
Pitcher number 13.
Alcorn 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. See if he can change his fortunes here in the bottom half of the 5th. Blue pitches right down the middle. Jack Valino is back down in the bullpen for O'Fallon, but he's not warming up. Just kind of hanging out. Limp off and running. Pitches inside. Throw is not going to be in time, and Limp comes up with the first stolen base on the afternoon for Collinsville. That gives them 74 on the year. And when Schaff was caught stealing third base in the last inning for Collinsville, that was only the 7th time that a Kahok runner has been caught this year. So the tying run is in scoring position at second base. Up to Chris Alcorn now to help himself out. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Blue is ready with that delivery, and here it comes in the dirt. Nice job there by Will Millard to keep that one from going back to the screen. Two-one the count. Blue has a sign. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Carter Harrington waiting on deck. Alcorn looking for a way to get on base. 2 outs, runner at second. Blue, he pitches. High, he walked him. Runners on first and second. And now, Valino is back to warming up again. 4th walk issued on the afternoon by Blue.
Second baseman number 42, Carter Harrington.
And Carter Harrington comes up to the plate, trying to do some damage here. We're going to have time called by Coach Swip. And are we going to have a courtesy runner? Yes, we are. for Chris Alcorn, the pitcher, of course. And they're going to bring out Jace Madura to run the bases. Normally, you'd see Matthew Shelton in this situation, but Matthew has got a cast on his left arm. He got hurt in the Freeburg game last week. So runners on first and second. Carter Harrington, the man of the hour right now. So Madura is on at first. Limp is on at second. 2 away. Carter Harrington has struck out twice against Blue here this afternoon, and he'll call for timeout and step out of the box. Blue, he's ready. Pitch, Harrington fouls it out of play. Oh, and 1. Big gap out there in right center field. As Connor out there in center field for O'Fallon is playing on the shortstop side of the second base bag. Get one off the end of the bat. Everybody can run for a while. A pickoff throw down to second. Back in there safely is Bryce Limp. Oh and 1 count for Carter Harrington. Blue dealing with a couple of runners on. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Blue took a little off of that one, and Harrington was trying to smash that one about 400 feet away. 0 and 2. Bovenet waits on deck. Will he have a chance to bat here in this inning? Connor Blue right where he needs to be. Ahead in the count, 0 and 2. Now everybody looks ready. And the 0-2 pitch from Connor Blue to Carter Harrington. Instead, Blue steps off. Valino finished warming up in the bullpen once again. All depends on what happens to Carter Harrington, I'm sure. Another 0-2 pitch to Harrington on the way outside. Oh, he called it a strike. That looked way outside, man. So Harrington has struck out 3 times in this game. 7 strikeout for Blue. That matches the 7 that Chris Alcorn has, and Collinsville strands a couple more runners. As we head now to the top of the 6th inning, O'Fallon still clinging to that 1-0 lead.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
For the 3rd time in this game, Hayden McGill will lead off an inning. Of course, he led off the 1st, also led off the 3rd, and now he'll be leading off the 6th. And he is 2 for 2 on the afternoon with a single, a double, and a run scored. The only run in this game up to this point. We're in the top of the 6th. Alcorn back out there. He's ready, and that one's on the inside corner for a called strike. The lefty Alcorn ready with the next, and that one's in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He took a little off, did Alcorn. And for Alcorn, that is strikeout number 9. That was one behind on the afternoon. And McGill is down for the first time here this afternoon. Nice pitching performance out there by Alcorn. Here is Grant Tebby, and this time he throws one back to the screen. Tebby, a strikeout victim his first time up, and then grounded back to Alcorn in the third. We'll see if O'Fallon sticks with blue in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch from Alcorn, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Will even things out at 1-1. These two teams will meet again at O'Fallon tomorrow. I think they moved that game and the impending weather as Bagwell grounds one at first base, steps on the bag by himself. 3 unassisted for out number 2. And it'll leave things up to Will Millard, who has the only RBI in this contest. An RBI sacrifice fly in the first after McGill led off the top of the first with a double, went to third on a throwing error by Alcorn. Alcorn trying for another 1-2-3 inning. He's had 1-2-3 innings ever since that first. Of course, one was helped out by a double play. Millard looks at one on the outside corner for a called strike. Millard has the fly out for an RBI and a line out to the shortstop, Caden Pruitt. That was the double play. Caught McGill off base. As this one is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Collinsville trying to keep the game right where it is. Only a 1-0 game. Kahawks have had some base runners. They have stranded 7 here this afternoon. The next pitch to Millard. Bouncing ball. Pruitt waits for it. He's there. Throw over to first base in the dirt. He got away. So the second error of the game. This one belongs to Pruitt as he threw that one into the dirt. Thought that Bagwell was going to be able to do that short hop, but he did not come up with it. So a runner on at first and 2 outs for Connor Blue.
Pitcher number 22, Connor Blue.
Blue gets announced, and Collinsville will call a timeout and go out and talk things over at the pitcher's mound. So the baseball and softball games, I think that's what Clay Smith told me up here a little while ago, that were scheduled for Thursday, got moved to Wednesday. I know it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, and that's washer day. So the baseball game at O'Fallon and the softball game at O'Fallon have been moved to Wednesday. Volleyball's in action tonight, by the way. They're at O'Fallon as well. And then they're at Jabot on Thursday. We have the day off on Thursday as that soccer game got moved to Friday to make way for the girls track and field sectional meet at Kahok Stadium. So we don't have anything going on Thursday either. I know there's supposed to be some more rain on Friday, but we'll see how that goes as your Lady Kahawks take on the Edwardsville Tigers from Kahok Stadium Friday night under the lights. Conversations are all over. And Connor Blue steps in from the right side. Alcorn, he's ready to pitch. And here it comes. In the dirt, ball one. Runner at first base, Will Millard. He has his lead. And now I'll throw over there to keep him honest. They play Millard to hit the other way. Colby Anderson is on the second base side of the second base bag. Bryce Limp has left almost about a football field over there between him and the left field foul line. So the scouting report says not a pull hitter. Another throw over to first. Back in there safely once again. Will Millard, who actually is Mason Taylor over there running for him. Millard the catcher, so he's back at the dugout putting on the tools. And the runner goes, throw down to second base, not in time. And Taylor steals the first base of the afternoon for O'Fallon. They came in having stolen 93 bases on the year and caught 17 times. And Mason Taylor, that is his 17th stolen base out of 18 tries. He's only been caught once. So runner at second. Pitches outside. Thought that was going to hit the outside corner there for a minute. 2 away. Got the first 2 in order. Millard reaches on an error. His courtesy runner Taylor steals second base. And now it's a 3-0 count to Connor Blue. And the pitch. Strike called. Blue is ready to start walking down to first base. Umpire says not so fast. (3-1). Runners on first and second. Only the second walk of the afternoon issued by Alcorn. Force outs in order, though, at any bag on the infield. As Xavier Dethridge will go down and visit his head coach, Joe Bauer, down at third base. Before he comes up to the plate, Collinsville is getting ready to get some action going in their bullpen. And it looks as if Mason Hartman will go down and start warming up. Maxiden back in running for Connor Blue. So 2 courtesy runners. Taylor at second, Maxiden at first. All right now up to Xavier Dethridge, who was hit by a pitch and stranded in the first and was a strikeout victim in the fourth. One of 9 strikeouts on the afternoon for Alcorn. And now Dethridge wants to call time at home plate. Thought about throwing over to second. Alcorn. He's ready with the first pitch to Dethridge. Here it comes. Missed low. JV volleyball team lost at O'Fallon. Lost the first set 25-18, won the second set 25-23, and then lost the third set 25-18. And runners do not go after that ball was blocked by Weller. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Collinsville trying to keep this game right where it is, 1-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Alcorn from the stretch, checks on his runner at second base, and brings the 2-0 home, and that one's a called strike, 2-1. Well, Fallon fans don't like the call. But it stands anyway, 2-1. Alcorn steps off. Next delivery. Just missed. 3-1. Don't want to walk the bases loaded, that's for sure. So Alcorn needs to groove one here and let the defense handle it. And a bluff move to second base. Another delivery from Alcorn to Deathridge. On the way. Swing and a miss. One more of those, and we can call this inning over. Full count. Runners will go on the pitch. Alcorn, he delivers. Runners are moving. Bouncing ball. Bovanet at third, can't handle it. He got the glove on it, and then he kind of kicked it with his shin. Everybody's safe. So Taylor's on at third. Maxiden is on at second. And Deathridge reaches via the air. Got a glove on it and then booted it. So bases are loaded. 2 away. And Jack Wade, the right fielder, who has struck out in both of his at-bats, will be batting with the bases full of Panthers. He and head coach Bauer talk things over for a little bit down the third base line, as Mason Hartman has finished warming up in the bullpen. So bases loaded for O'Fallon, 2 away. Top of the sixth in a 1-0 game. Collinsville trying to keep it there. See if they can battle back in their last 2 at-bats. Alcorn's ready. Here's the pitch. Low. One-0. Here it comes from Alcorn. Swinging a bouncing ball. Bovanet has this one. Takes his time. Throws over to first base and in time for out number 3. So the bases get stranded here for O'Fallon in their half of the 6th inning. That's 5 stranded base runners on the afternoon now for the O'Fallon Panthers. We move to the bottom half of the 6th. And Collinsville just trying to get that 1 run to at least tie it up, maybe more to take the lead. We'll tell you all about it here in just a little bit on the Kahok Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Well, Connor Blue does go back out to work the 6th inning. Adam Bovenet is the first Kahok he'll face. Bovenet has fouled out and struck out in this game. And Collinsville needs base runners, see if they can get this game tied up. Bovenet, Schaff, and Anderson will bat. And that one is headed out toward the gap on the move. And stepping right in front of Connor Patton in center field was Hayden McGill out in left field. And he just stepped right in front of Patton and took that one right away. And they are lucky that they didn't collide and make things a little worse. So one away. And now it is up to C.J. Schaff to get on base. C.J. has walked, singled, was thrown out trying to steal after that single and was left at second base after the walk, and he takes one inside for ball 1. Colby Anderson waits on deck. Got to have a base runner to have a chance unless you hit the long ball to tie this thing up. There's a chance for the shortstop. He waits for the bounce, and Tebby throws over and in time for out number 2. So now it is up to Colby Anderson. Anderson has walked twice and was left at first base both times.
Center fielder number 1, Colby Anderson.
Mason Hartman back down, taking more warm-up tosses in the bullpen. Anderson's job just trying to get on. Looks at one low and outside, ball 1. Luke Weller waits in the on-deck circle with his shin guards still on. Blue, he pitches. Strike called. Jack Valino warming up once again in the O'Fallon bullpen. Blue with the 1-1, high, 2-1. One ball, 2 strikes the count to Colby Anderson, or excuse me, 2-1. I thought I had that right. 2-1. And the 2-1 delivery from Blue on the way. Swinging a foul ball right behind the old press box here. And that one narrowly missed a couple of cars. One on the fly and another one on the bounce. 2-2. And the pitch. A little off-speed pitch. Tin bite. Full count. Blue ready, and the 3-2 pitch to Colby Anderson. Swinging a high fly ball, center field. Patton is on the run, and he'll circle and he'll catch it right before he runs into the warning track out there about 350 feet away. So we head now to the top of the 7th inning, still a 1-0 ball game with O'Fallon leading, and Collinsville looking to hold court and keep them right there, and we'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Mason Hartman comes in to pitch for Collinsville in relief of Chris Alcorn. Mason on the year, appearing in his 5th game. He has a couple of starts. He's 1-1 on the year with a 7.45 earned run average. And Hartman has 9 strikeouts to 10 walks. Looks like something happened to Luke Weller during the warm-ups. And we hope he's going to be well enough to stay in, as Chris Norton is out there taking care of him, looking at him, along with Coach Swip. Well, looks like we might have a little bit of a delay here getting the top of the 7th going. We hope Weller is okay. Not really sure what happened. Softball team lost 11-1 to Belleville East at home. And the boys volleyball JVers lost at O'Fallon. Varsity underway out there right now. We'll have a couple of boys volleyball matches for you next week. Weller still getting looked at there at home plate. Not sure what happened. They brought a bottle of water out, so I'm not sure maybe if it was a little dirt in the eye or something. Told you about the Friday night under the lights soccer game at Kahok Stadium, Collinsville and Edwardsville, and wouldn't you know it that those two teams will square off in the regional semifinal at Edwardsville. And that is coming up on the 16th. Boys volleyball team, they're in the playoffs. That'll begin on the 22nd against Jabot at O'Fallon. We'll be there to bring you that one if they can win that one on Monday the 22nd. Then they'll return to O'Fallon the very next day to take on the host Panthers. Seedings came out today for baseball and softball. That means that the schedules will come out tomorrow. Baseball team got a 4 seed. Softball team 7 seed. So Hartman gets a chance to take a couple more warm-ups after that delay there. As guys down the third baseline. Over there, Bryce Limp throwing some batting practice over there. Blaine Martinez, the batter, with Cole McCluskey playing the role of umpire. Hartman, his last warm-up toss as Weller throws the coming down ball to second. There's Dr. McCluskey just showing up. I know he just got off work. So this is the 3rd time in this game that the bottom 3 in the O'Fallon order will lead off an inning. Camden Cox led off the 2nd, led off the 5th, and here we are leading off the 7th. Cox 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. It'll be Cox, Rasky, and Patton here in this 7th inning. Collinsville trying to get out of this 1-2-3 and hope for some magic in the bottom half of the 7th. Collinsville has had 2 walk-offs against them in their last 2 games, so maybe they can supply a walk-off to O'Fallon here. Another lefty on the hill in Hartman, and here's his first pitch. Inside and low, ball 1. First batter of this game, Hayden McGill doubled. Went to third on a throwing error. unearned run was scored when Millard hit a sacrifice fly. Speaking of fly, this one's popped way up behind home plate. Weller gives it a chase and can't get the glove on it. That's the first thing you want to do, right, when you are dealing with an injury or whatever was happening to him behind home plate, is have to rip off the mask and try to find a ball. And he got a little late jump out of the batter's box there, and Bovenet came in from third, but neither one of them could get there. And that, I mean, he just missed it. 1-1 the count. Next delivery from Hartman to Cox. Off of the glove of Weller, outside, 2-1. Hartman, the big lefty, ready with another pitch to Cox. Here it comes. And a swing and a high fly ball on the move. A few steps out is Bryce Limp, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So it's up to Dane Rasky. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out here in this one. Hartman, he's ready. And the first pitch squares around to bunt, bunts it foul back to the screen. Rasky steps back in. Hartman, he's ready to go. And the pitch is on the way. Swinging a slow roller to Bagwell. Bagwell will take it to the bag himself. So 3 unassisted for out number 2. That, by the way, closes the books on Alcorn. He struck out 9, walked 2, hit a batter, and that throwing error, unfortunately, led to the only run of this game. 2 away. Here is Connor Patton, a strikeout victims both times against Alcorn. Pitch. Low, ball 1. Next pitch from Hartman on the way. In there for a called strike. 1-1. Hartman works quick. I like it. Off-speed pitch in there as well. One ball, 2 strikes to count. And here comes the next. That one's a little low. 2-2. Everybody sitting here in the seats behind home plate are all in the shade now. You see those shadows creeping out there. Swing and a slow roller. Bovenet waits for it. Picks up, throws over to first base in time. And a 1-2-3 inning by Mason Hartman sets up the stage for a late walk-off win as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Collinsville, they need 1 to tie and 2 to win. We'll find out what happens here in the bottom of the 7th after a timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Jack Volino will now head to the mound for O'Fallon, looking for a save. Volino on the year. This is his 8th game pitched. He has started a game. He's 2-0 with a 1.68 earned run average. And Volino has struck out 27 and walked 7 on the year. Bottom of the order, here is Luke Weller. Weller looks at one outside. Has 2 flyouts in this game. Then it'll be Caden Pruitt. And then back to the top of the order in Bryce Limp. That's the chances here for Collinsville. Volino pitches. Low, ball 2. Volino wears number 32. And he works quickly, the right-hander does. First right-handed pitcher, or excuse me, Blue was right-handed also. So 2 righties for O'Fallon, 2 lefties for Collinsville. Next pitch makes it in there, and Weller is ahead in the count, 2-1. Here's the next by Volino, swinging a foul ball out of play behind us. 2-2 the count. Same 2 teams square off at O'Fallon. And the next meeting for both of these clubs. 2-2 pitch on the way to Weller. Ooh, he laid off of it, and the umpire calls it a ball. Need a base runner. Can Weller provide it? Here's the pitch. Swing and a base hit. Over the third baseman's head. That's the way to get this one started. Weller picks up the 4th hit of the afternoon for Collinsville. And the potential winning run comes to the plate in the form of Caden Pruitt. And O'Fallon wants to call a timeout. Talk to Volino. They'll bring in the infielders as well. And Darren Pinnell will come in and run for Weller. And Pruitt, 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a strikeout and a flyout. As Pruitt, Pinnell talk things over with the coaching staff for Collinsville. Conversation over on the mound with Volino and the infielders. And now we will see what happens. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. Caden Pruitt would have to muscle up like he's never muscled up before to get a home run. But all we need right now is to keep the line moving. Nobody out. Runner at first. Collinsville trails by 1. A bunt down the first base side. That's going to get Pinnell to second. No problem at all. Throw over to first base is in time. And Caden Pruitt does his job with a sacrifice bunt to move over to second base for Pinnell. The tying run is in scoring position. Bryce Limp could end it here. Bryce leads this club with 5 home runs on the year, and 1 more would make it 6, and that would be a walk-off winner. I'm not asking for much, am I? Limp hit by a pitch at his last at bat, 0 for 2 before that one. Volino works from the stretch, checks on Pinnell at second. Here's the pitch, high and outside. I think they've rattled Volino here a little bit. There's a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for O'Fallon. Right now, it's Volino's game. Limp ahead in the count, 1-0. Volino looks in for a long spell. And now Limp will call a timeout. Volino looks into Millard, has his sign, and from the stretch, he twirls and throws, and it goes into the outfield, but Pinnell's going to stay there. You do not want to make the second out, trying to stretch that over to third. Looks like Alex Tame is down warming up in the bullpen for O'Fallon. Right now, it's all about Volino and Limp. Volino Looks into his catcher, Will Millard, has his sign. Next one to limp comes. Swinging a foul ball off the end of the bat down the third base side will even things out at 1-1. Never know what's going to happen when you come to the ballpark. O'Fallon team and a Collinsville team that averages almost 7 runs a game, and here it is 1-0. One ball, one strike to count to Bryce Limp. Pinnell has his lead at second base. Bellino checks on him, checks on him again, and brings it home. Outside, 2-1. Jack Wade is playing Limp deep out in right field, as he should. Here's the 2-1. Outside again, ball 3, 3-1. Ethan Bagwell waits on deck. I would rather keep first base open and stay out of a inning-ending, game-ending double play. Bellino brings a 3-1 home, swinging a high fly ball, and just getting underneath it was Limp. At the warning track, it is caught by Jack Wade, and Pinnell will have no problem getting over to third base. And the tying run just 90 feet away. Boy, I tell you what, Limp just got underneath that ball, or else that one might have had a chance to leave the park. So 2 away, runner on at third. Up to Ethan Bagwell now. Bagwell, 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a single and a double. Looking for something to drive here. Here's the pitch, and therefore a called strike. Tying run 90 feet away in the form of Darren Pinnell, wide receiver for the football club. Waits the quarterback to see if he can do some damage, and a swing and a miss by Bagwell. Collinsville is down to their last strike. Oh, and 2 the count to Bagwell. Bellino pitches. Outside, nice eye by Bagwell to stay alive. Chris Alcorn waits in the on-deck circle. He was not only the pitcher today, he was also listed as the DH, so he will stay in that role. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Bagwell, and Bellino wants a new baseball. Give the old one back to the umpire, and he puts it back in his pocket full of balls. And okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Bagwell. Pinnell bluffs coming down third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Bagwell goes down on strikes, and that ends the game. O'Fallon holds on to win 1-0. That's a tough one to take. That run came in the top of the first inning, and it held up for the rest of the game. Man, oh man. So Collinsville and O'Fallon will hook up again in the next game between these two, and we will take a break and come back and wrap things up ourselves, and we'll do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Back here at Fletcher Field, final 1-0 in favor of the O'Fallon Panthers. They led off this game with a double by Hayden McGill. He went to third on a throwing error by Chris Alcorn and then came home to score on an RBI sacrifice fly by Will Millard. And that was all of the scoring in this contest. So O'Fallon gets the 1 run on only 2 hits. They committed no errors, and they left 5 base runners on. Collinsville, no runs on 5 hits. They committed 3 errors, and they left 8 base runners on. That is going to do it for us here this afternoon. We are next in action Friday night under the lights at Kahok Stadium. A little Lady Kahok soccer action for you as your Kahawks host the Edwardsville Tigers. A big thank you to Caden Pruitt joining us in the pregame interview. Another big thank you to Athletic Director Clay Smith joining us for a couple of innings here to talk about Diamonds for Kahawks. We always appreciate visiting with the Kahawk Athletic Director. My name is Todd Duke, and until Friday evening, everybody enjoy the rest of your night.